Test, test, test. Hopefully we are live. Hopefully we are live on the air. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just make sure because I don't want to give it all out now and then like it's broken and then something like that happens. I want to make sure that we're good. So let me pull up the live thing. And I'm gonna edit this out. Shout out to Steelers Almighty. Shout out to Brian for teaching me. All right, so it appears that I am good. Ladies and gentlemen, YouTube audience, everybody out there, I'm so happy, dog. Little Skunk, what's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, the Pittsburgh Steelers have won the AFC North. And before I get too crazy, let me just make sure. I'm going to have to do something here. Little Skunk, what's going on? What a game. And we're going to literally talk about everything. We're going to literally talk about everything in this live. Wait, no, not the air horn. I don't use the air horn. What do I use? I gotta join one of mine. Is it not here anymore? Did I lose my sounds? Oh, I lost my gunshots. All right, whatever. No gunshots. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm drinking. Yo, let me tell you. Little Skunk, let me tell you. Today was, I was definitely drinking a little bit. This game, I talked about on my channel. It was very important. And it appears the Pittsburgh Steelers got the job done. Obviously, I watched the game. The Pittsburgh Steelers actually did get the job done. And it was just a crazy, crazy game. And honestly, it was a crazy season. And like I'm going to talk about the game for sure a lot. But the bigger point, the grander point that I want to make is about the Steelers season, right? Because it was dead ass up and down all year. Like it was. We started out pretty hot. And then, we kind of slowed down. We kind of, we're mid. We lost some games. We won some games. But then, like, at this very end of the point of the season, we were put into this spot of we're the only team, like, competing for something. Like, I seen all the graphics on Twitter. I saw all the talk about us. Like, we were the only team competing for something playoff-wise at this point in the season. And granted, we played last, so, like, duh. But still, like, the Buccaneers, they played a game for their division today. Like other teams played for something tonight, but it really only felt like it was the Steelers and Ravens. And before I really, go too crazy, before I really go too nuts, I want to be humble, right? And, we'll see how long this lasts, but I do want to be humble. And I do want to mention the Ravens and the fact that, like, I'm glad it was, like, honestly, like, no bullshit. I am glad it was the Baltimore Ravens that we were in the position with tonight. I'm glad it was them who was also competing for winning the AFC North. Because I don't like those Ohio teams. Those Ohio teams suck. And I'm glad it was between us and the Baltimore Ravens. Like, I want to start it with that. I also, I'm a big fan of Lamar Jackson. That's, really it on the Ravens side. But I'm a big fan of all of them. And like I said, I'm glad it was the Baltimore Ravens. However, it was the Pittsburgh Steelers tonight as well. And, like, obviously that's been our team. That's, like, the team that has gone through this roller coaster of a season, obviously adding Aaron Rodgers, obviously adding like all the pieces that we did. We were, we knew that some change was going to happen. But this game tonight, like it cannot be overstated how big of a win that this game was. And the specifics of it, obviously Boswell, my guy, I have the jersey on. Normally you guys see the Boswell jersey on this chair. But I got the jersey on right now. I wore it the whole game. So obviously like Boswell, he misses a kick. And then it comes down to a game winner by the Baltimore Ravens kicker. And he ends up missing it. So, like, that final result is a little bit, I guess, Mickey per se. Like, depending on how you rate special teams and all that. That, like, result of it is a little Mickey. But, like, the game itself, the overall game itself was definitely some AFC North football, right? Like, it was like, grit and grindy. It was like, no team's offense is really going to do anything. It was a defensive-heavy matchup. I remember at one point there was like, I don't know how much time was left, but like at one point it was the second half. And like, I'm just kind of saying, cause like my girlfriend was watching with me. Shout out to Marla. My girlfriend was watching with me and like, I just remember telling her like, it's still winnable. You know what I'm saying? Like our defense is holding them to 10 points. Like this game is still winnable, but like putting myself in the Ravens fan shoes, it's like, we've held them scoreless. You know what I'm saying? Like we've literally, our offense, the Steelers offense was doing nilch in the first half. Like we were doing absolutely nothing. And, so like putting myself in a Ravens fan's like head, I guess, Like, this was a defensive AFC North matchup. This is like everything that like all the edits were made for, everything that like the ESPN commercials were made for. Like, this is what everybody is talking about when they talk about the AFC North football and all the edits. Obviously, like, I'm from a time where like Troy Polamalu and Terrell Suggs were playing. Ray Lewis was playing. Like, Troy, or did I mention Troy? But like James Harrison, Troy Polamalu, Ike Taylor, like these other Steelers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from a time where like these guys are playing, and so like the Ravens and Steelers matchup, to me, you know, I hate the Ravens, and like it's always gonna be a thing. But like, you know, it's not the same. It's deadass not the same. And so like, I'll be honest about that. Coming from, you know, that, getting like the no context of like in the first half, the Steelers defense is holding them to 10, and then the Ravens defense is holding us to 0. Like, you know, like that's a winnable game for both sides. And so I'm sitting here telling my girlfriend, like, it's looking spooky, but by the way, like, just to, you know, throw it out there, this is going to be one of them lives, man. This is one of them days, man. Like, I feel like we won a playoff game low key. I feel like we won the Super Bowl low key. Like, I wanted this game so bad. Y'all got no idea how much I wanted this game. But just like, you know, objectively, the first half, like, it was notable. And like, I was like telling my girlfriend, oh yeah, I meant to say, by the way, like the first half I was gone. Like, I was already where I'm at now. And like, I wanted to, like, low-key, I wanted to drink for this game. Like, I knew how important it was going to be. I knew what kind of event it was going to be. I also know what the Steelers are prone to putting out there on television is. So, like, I wanted to drink. But, yeah, the first half, like, I know I'm gone. But, like, I'm definitely telling my girlfriend, like, hey, you know, it's looking spooky, but, like, it's not over. It's deadass not over. And, like, our playoff game that we had against the Ravens last season, we were down, like, 21-0, 28-0. Like, it was over. This game, it was 10 points. Like, that's gettable. And the fact that we were able to get them, the fact that we were able to, you know, kind of hone in and stick in the pocket, stick to the play calling, stick to whatever the game plan was, stick to whatever, like, hold on to our hopes, that's a remarkable moment for this team, because we have seen us give up in multiple games. We have seen us get blown out in multiple games. So like, that was a shout out, you know, to the offense. They made fun of TJ. He came up huge. TJ came up huge defensively. TJ had an interception. Just his presence out there was like, it was huge for us. It was huge for our momentum, huge for our, like, how do I want to say, like, morality or whatever. Like, TJ Watt playing out there was absolutely huge for us. Like, cannot go unnoticed. Watts, what's going on? It's definitely not like the defenses of the past. And not to say, like, like, the defenses were good. Like, this was, I mean, besides the Ravens, like, wide open touchdowns, this was a pretty good defensive matchup. It was more so about, like, both offenses not really being able to do something. But, like, the Steelers offense, like, that has come, you know, way too common for us Steelers fans. Like, that has been a pretty, you know, regular thing with our offense not being able to get anything going. It was more so, I guess, Baltimore. Obviously, they've had Tyler Huntley out there, and then Lamar comes back his first game. Like, they're, you know, a little bit slow, I guess. But them, I'll be, like, I mentioned I wanted to talk about, like, the Steelers as a whole, and, like, I guess this game specifically as well. But the Ravens kind of, I want to say, like, giving up on Derrick Henry, to me, is a little bit crazy. Like, Derrick Henry ripped us for like 40 yards in the very first play of the game. And then, you know, the game kind of goes on how it goes on. But, like, I feel like they had a lot of other running backs out there besides Derrick Henry. And low-key, if they would have just kept Derrick Henry in, we probably would have flopped. And, like, that is the first guy I want to talk about in this game, because I have a lot to talk about when it comes to this game. This is going to be, you know, because I'm in the state that I am right now. I'm cooked. But, like, I want to start with, once again, I appreciate the Ravens for being the team that's faced us. I would much rather it be them than, like, the Bengals and Browns. I like Lamar. Derrick Henry is cool. Like, I want to big up Derrick Henry real quick, because also it is his birthday. He came out there to play. Like, that first play, he literally tried to put us away. Like, I remember being all hyped for Sunday Night Football. You know, like Carrie Underwood says, like, I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. I remember being all hype, and then Derrick Henry ripped that first run against us, and I was like, oh boy. You know, like, this reminds me of the playoff game. How do I think we'll fare against the Texans? Truthfully, I don't know. Because the Texans, they have a pretty good defense. However, we are getting DK Metcalf back. The optimistic Steelers fan in me wants to be like, you know, like, maybe we'll win, man. Like, I don't know. Maybe we'll win. Deadass. Like, maybe we'll win. But if we lose, then, I mean, it makes perfect, absolute sense, because I don't want to, I'm going to talk about the game eventually. Our play calling is really bad. And obviously we're missing DK Metcalf, so, like, that plays a part in it. And I don't want to go, I guess, too hard on the play calling per se. But, like, our play calling is really, really bad. Our offensive plays suck. Like, we are a bad offense for sure. But we just so happened to have like an Aaron Rodgers and like a Kenneth Gainwell who's playing out of his mind, and like I guess Muth drawing flags or whatever. He's like a veteran presence. Aaron Rodgers is a veteran presence. Like we just so happen to have like these pieces, but like if we had a bunch of rookies out there, we would be in grounds for having our head coach get fired. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where we're at offensively. Some of it was good though. Needed to feed Muth, Gainwell, Warren, and Austin. Austin had like a crazy touchdown, and like I actually have my reaction to it on camera. Maybe in my video I'll actually show that because like I'll edit it in. But like I said, I was watching with my girlfriend and she like recorded it because I know you guys understand. Like I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I know you guys understand. Like watching this game as like a dead ass fan, like it's so different. And so like she's watching this and like it's like, oh, the Ravens are about to kick a field goal and win it. The Steelers, they're on their last drive. Like for her, it's like okay, it's just like I'm watching television. But for us, it's like fam, we're about to like lose the AFC North. Like we're about to choke. Like this video was about to be so different. This live was about to be so different. But like, yeah, we're about to like lose the AFC North. Like, what are we gonna do? And so she's just recording like, ooh, ha ha ha, he's acting funny. But for us, this is real life. This is like real shit that's going on right now on the television. And so I'm watching us dead ass about to lose. And then Aaron Rodgers, I'll talk about the game hopefully in a little bit, but I'm kind of giving like snippets of it. Aaron Rodgers, time after time, like we need a drive. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting us a fucking drive. And I know MVS is annoying. No Roman Wilson playing is annoying. The way we pass is annoying. Like we throw screens all day. We don't do shit all day. I understand that that's annoying. But Aaron Rodgers, he kept us in this game throughout the entirety of it. Every time we needed a drive, every time we needed a score, Aaron Rodgers went down there and he got us pretty close to a score. So like Aaron Rodgers being able to do that, that was another W. I just imagine if we had timeouts, would we have tried to ice the kicker? I'm not. That was another thing. Like us using all of our timeouts, that was annoying. But like at the time, I know everybody because I don't know. I know people are going to be like, "Watch, we're just going to lose in the first round of the playoffs and like fire Mike Tomlin." I really don't want to get into that right now. I want this more to be like a happy celebration live. But like us having no timeouts at the stretch was annoying, but like in the moment felt like the right move. You know what I'm saying? Like even though we didn't have timeouts, it felt like, we were doing our thing and like, fuck those timeouts because like we're dead ass winning the game right now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it felt like at the time. But like later on, as we give up like a wide open touchdown and like as they get in position to miss the game winning field goal, like in that moment, that's where like the context kind of came like, oh yeah, we have no timeouts. But before, in the moment, it felt like, that sucks, but like we're kind of killing right now. We didn't expect our defense to go and give up that wide open, first down to Isaiah Likely. We didn't expect our defense because we hadn't shown it all game. All game, like we had like these misses or whatever. Like we left Zay Flowers wide open twice today, which if that's Nick Collins or, whoever is on Houston's offense, if that's them in the playoff, because we're playing in a playoff game, in the playoff game that we're expected to, or that we're going to be playing in playoff game that we're expected to practice more, hopefully that doesn't happen. But the Baltimore Ravens, they ain't playing in shit next week. The Baltimore Ravens, they're preparing for the NFL draft. And so they got that play, on us. But like, other than that, the defense, they did their thing. And so we weren't expecting to kind of give up that last drive like we did and had it come down to a Tyler Loop missed field goal. And so icing, like no timeouts, icing the kicker. I know Mike Tomlin gets killed for like his game management or whatever, but like in the moment, it wasn't that big of a deal. And that's, my opinion. We almost lost. And so like, I almost had a heart attack. But in the moment when he called that last timeout, it was like, damn, we don't have any more timeouts. But like, it didn't feel like a detriment. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't feel like a super bad thing. Like, it felt like we were kind of managing the game and doing our thing. And that just so happened to be like a casualty of it, like that we just happened to use all our timeouts in like getting this last touchdown. Because we shouldn't have given up that last Isaiah Likely thing or that second Zay Flowers touchdown. Morgan Weezy, what's going on? We lit up, ladies and gentlemen. I prepared for this game like it was the last game that I was ever going to watch the Steelers play. Hold on, let me just talk to the folks right here. Daniel, I don't know if you're watching, but what's going on, man? It was worth the timeouts to get through. It was exactly worth the timeouts. And so I mentioned, in this one, hold on, let me actually, I have top chat selected. I'm not really the most live guy, so if I've missed some chats, I'm sorry. but it has the top chat selected. Now I just switched to the live chat. But in this game too, like, this was absolutely crazy. Like I said, I prepared for this to be the last Steelers game that like we played, not really expecting that we were gonna lose because like I picked the Steelers all week, but just more so of like the reality of like, hey, this, you know, this could be. And so the fact that we won, the fact that we took care of business, I'll be honest, like, no jokes aside, this is like real shit right now. Everybody had us losing. Everybody. Like, and objectively, if I liked any other teams, like, I probably would have picked the Ravens too. Like, we were in a dead to right spot just now, and we showed the effort, we showed the grittiness, we showed the ability to get the job done. Two players I want to give a shout out to. TJ Watt, he played today. He's actually not one of the players, but like shout out to TJ Watt anyway for like playing through a collapsed lung. But like two players I want to give a shout out to is Nick Herbig and Alex Highsmith, because them two on the edge is a real problem. Like, you get them youngins in there, you get them YNs per se, like you get them out there and you get them hooping. Like Herbig and Highsmith were literally dominating this ball game. Another person I want to give a shout out to is our guy Cameron Hayward, because he's been somebody who I probably haven't talked about the best. Last season, you know, you want to hear some real Cam Hayward talk, you look to last season. But like Cam Hayward, I haven't really brought him up that much. I feel like if anything, I've kind of like criticized him more than praised him. But Cam Hayward today was absolutely balling. Keanu Benton was absolutely balling. All these people were absolutely balling tonight. And, you know, that was just like another kind of tidbit of like what happened tonight. So like, obviously, you know, Baltimore, they missed their kick, but like defensively, I mentioned this, like I'm sitting here telling my girlfriend, well, mind you, like I'm pretty good right now. Onion Bomb, what's going on? Onion Bomb is in the chat, so like he knows kind of like the level I be getting on, because like I prepared for this to be the last game. I was drinking a little bit. Like I'm sitting here like how do I want to say, like Meek Mill's Dreams of Night Years. I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this. Like I'm sitting here telling my girlfriend exactly how we're gonna win, like, and why we still have a chance. And then we dead ass go out and do it. And so the defense, Cam Hayward, Highsmith, Herbig, Patrick Queen for the most part, I guess, Peyton Wilson, Jalen Ramsey, our guy James Pierre. Brendan also knows. Onion Bomb also knows. James Pierre is somebody I have been a massive fan of for a while now. And the fact that he is still hanging around, he is somebody who I'm pretty sure has won the AFC North. He knows exactly what this means. Everybody else, like, no bullshit besides like TJ Watt and Cam Hayward, everybody else has no clue what winning the AFC North feels like. We used to do this every year. We used to do this all the time. The AFC North is our division, and I'm very glad that we were able to defend it tonight, because the Baltimore, and like I said, I'm glad that the Baltimore Ravens were the team that we had to beat tonight in order to do that, because I'm glad it wasn't the Browns. I'm glad it wasn't the Bengals. I'm glad it wasn't, you know, any other team besides the Baltimore Ravens. And even then, I'm glad that we were able to come away with the W in a game where we probably shouldn't have. We probably shouldn't have won. This doesn't glaze in the regular. Maybe that's glaze, and that's as glazed as I want to get, because these frauds were listed as the Super Bowl favorites. I remember week 1 of the season, NFL in general, like Zaya&TheSteelers is making videos where people are talking about the Baltimore Ravens winning the Super Bowl, and these frauds didn't even make the fucking playoffs. Meanwhile, every year we get a new quarterback. Every year we get like a new wide receiver 1. We get a new scheme. We get a new offensive coordinator. We get a new offensive line. We get a new defense. We get a new this. We get a new that. And it's like the Pittsburgh Steelers are in the fucking dirt. Meanwhile, we just won the AFC North over those frauds in Baltimore. And that thank you, Rick, for coming into the chat and explaining to me. You're, once again, maybe I was glazing the Ravens, because I know a lot of people had the Baltimore Ravens winning against us. I know, even if you didn't say it to me, you thought the Baltimore Ravens were going to win. And ladies and gentlemen, the Pittsburgh Steelers did exactly what they did. And Rick, specifically for you, I did take this down off the setup, because on this one, I was like a little more friendly than I thought, right? Because like I don't know how able you guys are to see this, but like the first 4 weeks of the season, I have a win, and then I'll have another one against the Colts, which, by the way, we actually won. Then the Chargers and the Bengals, I have a W. The Bills, I have a W. The Dolphins, I have a W. Browns, I have a W. And the Ravens, I have a W. This record right here leads to 11 wins. We got 10, and I feel like on this channel, I said that we would have 10 wins at minimum. 11 wins was just like kind of like we took care of business. Like, we should have beat the Browns last week. We should have won some other games. But we pretty much did exactly what I thought we were going to do. It's just every single time the context to it, the like actual watching of it to it, is like so painful and so annoying as Steelers fans that like it just makes it feel so different. But like us winning this game tonight, I know it wasn't the playoffs, but like it dead ass felt like a playoff game because everything was pointing to us flopping. Everything was pointing to the Baltimore Ravens once again getting us, and then like us kind of losing control on the division. Everything was pointing to us losing, and we just locked in and we got the job done. Biggest winners of the day: Mike Tomlin believers, Aaron Rodgers legacy, and then Daniel. Not too much. I'm not gonna call out, but like, had we lost on that loop field goal, and I think you want to understood, had we lost on that, and I got the Boswell jersey on, I dead as everyone knows I'm Boswell. That's my guy. Him like missing that, like, yeah, I would have had to take vacation, no cap. But yeah, I'm gonna be in tomorrow. Aaron Rodgers did his thing. Mike Tomlin, same thing, and that's what's annoying is they don't use YouTube right now, but like there's gonna be haters. There's gonna be like the old Steeler fans who are like, I hate Mike Tomlin, I hate everybody, like the Steelers suck and blah 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 blah. Those people are gonna be out until this next game against the Texans happens. Like those people are always gonna say their thing until we actually do win a playoff game. But this win can't be understated. And like maybe I'm glazing it or whatever. Maybe I'm like hyping it. Maybe it's not actually that true. But like this was a very, very important game, like a legacy game per se. And Mike Tomlin got the job done. I remember talking about on my video, like, really, we're going to lose a game at home against a division, rival like the Baltimore Ravens, and like we're going to lose that. Mike Tomlin, that's tough on your legacy. And then fast forward to what actually happens. Mike Tomlin wins the fucking game. You know what I'm saying? And so like this was a big win. And we gotta see what happens against the Texans. As long as, hold on, because I'm thinking about it, and like, I'm not in the best state for sure. I'm feeling a little biased, but it's like, who are the Texans, man? Like, are they that nice? Ooh, you got the #1 defense. Ooh, like, fam, I'm not afraid of the Texans. That's all I'll say. I'm not afraid of the Texans. And so, like, who's to say we can't win a playoff game? And the #1 seed is the Denver Broncos, who, like, we beat them with Justin Fields last year. That's what I'm saying. But, that's probably bias talking. That's not, like, the real. I'm just kind of hype right now. But I'm very glad that we won this game. Here we go, Steelers. Chef Gutsu, what's going on? I don't think I'm actually going to do a video tonight. I'm probably going to do, like, this, and then maybe I'll make a video later. But this is, like, the most genuine raw reaction. I wish I could show it to you guys. But, like, my girlfriend actually took a video of me, like, in the moment where Baltimore missed the kick. And I was texting Rick kind of throughout it, and Brendan as well. Like, I was like, locked in. Please do a video on the game, bro. We'll see. Because, like, I'm doing this now. I don't know how late I'm going to do. But the video per se, like, we'll see. I'm kind of cooked right now. I won't lie. So, like, we'll see if I end up doing a video. Plus, it's like already late. It's 12:45. Maybe I'll do one tomorrow morning. But this right here is like the real, genuine, raw thing. I wish I could show you guys like the actual reaction to it. I was so locked in, it felt crazy. Hold on, let me see if I can. I think I can get this off. Let me just kind of work some things right here. See if I can get like my actual reaction off for the YouTube audience out there. I can't like. Honestly, I can't believe it, but like just the way to get there every time. Once again, like for Steelers fans, this shit is absolutely insanity. But what do we think? What do we think about like the Steelers overall? Like, do we have a chance against the? Do we have a chance against the Texans? Let me see. Does this work? This might work. Hold on. I think if let me switch you to here, and then if I make you lower, will that work? Okay, it will. So if I kind of move, I want to show you guys like my live reaction to everything. I think this will work. All right, so obviously this is me like watching the last play of the game right here. Can I make it so like it's like yeah. I didn't know tonight was gonna be like a camera night, so look at Aaron Rodgers. You see, my glasses are on the floor. I didn't realize my glasses are like literally on the floor right here. I hit it with at least 5 pumps right there. But yeah, that was like my live reaction to it. It was a very special game tonight. Like honestly, it was a banger. We have a better chance to get the tech. I think like I don't think the Texans are that crazy. Like I understand. I understand that like you know they've been a pretty good defense throughout. Like they've been doing their thing. But like besides the Steelers like self-inflicted losses, like besides the Steelers, random chokes or whatever, like random times to decide like, hey, we're actually the worst offense ever. Like if we can play how did maybe tonight, like I think we've been a little better on offense, but like if we can play how we played tonight, I don't think that there's a prohibited like they're absolutely gonna stomp you team in the AFC. Like I know that there's the Broncos or there's the Patriots, but like I don't think it's that crazy. But that's just me. Oh boy. And this game specifically, like obviously Aaron Rodgers, they were talking about like it being like his last game the entire time, and like he missed Jonnu Smith in the middle of the field, but he played pretty good. Riley Leonard kind of balled on them, and they didn't bench till half. Riley Leonard did kind of ball on them, if we're being honest. Like, and Aaron Rodgers is obviously way better than Riley Leonard, maybe. But I don't know, man. I feel like the Steelers have a chance. Like, no cap. I feel like the Steelers have a chance, and like it's not that crazy. And once again, the fact that we got out of this game, the fact that like that we showed enough grit, enough toughness to like get this job done. Like, why can't we propel that into next week? And every single year, I'm doing this. I'm put in this position of being an optimist about this team, and then they prove me wrong. But like, I don't know. I feel like the smart thing is to actually be an optimist. Like, why can't we just do that same shit that we just did against the Ravens, against the Texans? Jonnu came back towards Rodgers when he should stay deep. Jonnu Smith, I'm not gonna lie, he probably shouldn't see the field anymore. Like, unless it's a direct handoff to him, Jonnu Smith consistently is running the wrong route, according to Aaron Rodgers. And, like, maybe Aaron's wrong and, like, Jonnu Smith is just the smartest person in the world. But it consistently seems to be Jonnu Smith who, like, doesn't know what's going on. So he probably shouldn't be out there very much. I would love to see Roman Wilson out there. And I guess now that we're here, we can talk about Roman Wilson, like, never seeing the field. What is going on with Roman Wilson? Like, does he actually stink? Does Roman Wilson like actually not contribute to winning football? Because as far as I've seen, like he be open all the time, like he be doing his thing, but like for whatever reason today he was benched, like he was dead ass a healthy scratch, and like we got Adam Thielen out there like running routes for us. Like I don't get it. I had a 12 pack of Coors Banquets and some true spiritual find during this game, and now I feel warm and safe. CJ is still. CJ is still low-key a rookie, if you think about it. Like, he's only in his, third year? Like, he's still low-key is a rookie. Like, it's not impossible. It's really not impossible. And, like, besides the Cleveland Browns that one year, this is definitely our most winnable playoff game. Because, like, we faced the Ravens last year, who were, like, the number one seed. We faced the Chiefs one year, who were, like, pretty good. Obviously, it's the Chiefs. Who else did we play in the playoffs? Like, I know we had the Browns year in the playoffs, and, like, that was a flop. I'm trying to think of like anybody else before that, but and the Bills, and like they moved the game. Like these are like AFC favorite teams that we've had to go against, and like we didn't get the job done. But like the Texans, like who gives a fuck? Like not too much, respectfully. Who gives a fuck about the Texans? Like is anyone expecting them to win the Super Bowl? This could be like a mixtape worthy clip right here. But like that ass, like it's not impossible for us to win. It's not impossible. At least we have home field advantage against the Texans, and like no one really likes the Texans. So we'll have to see. Boswell missing though hurt. I won't lie. Boswell missing like really really hurt. That shit pissed me all the way off. Because like I thought it was gonna come down to Like, I thought it was going to come down to, like, you know, the last play like that. Let me see. Because, like, I am going through, like, a copyright strike already. But I want to see, can I get, like, some clips up? Do I have anything from Twitter? Oh, and just because, like, respectfully, fuck James Harrison. Fuck James Harrison, fuck Big Ben, fuck any, like, former Steelers player who came on a podcast hating on us. Fuck all them. Respectfully, of course. A lot of people pronounce us dead, including myself. And, like, oh, should I tweet? Hopefully you guys can't see this. In the middle of the season, I kind of, like, fell out of love with this team, but, like, it wasn't really falling out of love. It was just more so, like, I'm tired of Steelers Almighty, what's going on? But, like, I'm tired of explaining the same exact shit when it comes to this team. Like, that 100%, 1,000,000% happened to me this year. And, like, for the first time in my life, that happened to me. Like, I didn't want to talk about it with people at work. I didn't want to talk about it, like, with my family. I didn't want to talk about it with my girlfriend. I didn't want to talk about it with literally anybody. But, like, you and I know what's going on. Like, we're dead ass on the brink of losing the AFC North. We're about to choke this shit. We're literally about to be a meme. Mike Tomlin, like, has never seen a low like this. And so that was happening to me in the middle of the season. And so once again, like, this game, us winning this game, it was massive for me. And, like, no, it's not a playoff game. No, it's not the Super Bowl. No, it's not, you know, like, a game like we've needed to win in the past. However, I can't just see this happen tonight and be like, fuck Mike Tomlin. You know, like, that to me is just silly. And, like, I know that there are Steelers fans like that. And, like, those people, will have to see who's right at the end of the day. Like, well, you know, in the future, we'll decide who's right about, like, the Mike Tomlin haters and, like, the people, I guess, like me. We'll have to see who's right in the end. But, like, right now, it's not time for that, because I know that that's coming. Like, it doesn't matter, because, like, we're just gonna lose in the first round against, mind you, the bum ass Texans, who, by the way, I've been having smoke with ever since the Kenny Pickett year, because we're gonna talk about this. CJ Stroud, he's cool, I guess. He's good, but, like, he's not that good. And the fact that, like, he was getting his shit off while Kenny Pickett was throwing -5 yards every pass, and, like, we had to hear about how good CJ Stroud was and how bad Kenny Pickett was, like, that narrative, that annoyingness, fuck the Texans. I am very much ready to go against the Houston Texans right now, because once again, if we lose, then you know, it happens, right? We've been through it before. But, like, if we lose, that's whatever. But, like, if we win, I'm telling, and this win, I feel like plays a part in this win next week if we end up getting it. Like, everybody is counting us out. Vegas counted us out. ESPN counted us out. The Sunday Night Football in America counted us out. Everybody counted us out tonight, man, and we still end up getting the job done. We're out there running routes with Adam Thielen and MVS all game. We won't even use Roman Wilson. We'll literally let Calvin Austin run straight the entire game. That is the only route that we got for that guy. We'll hand off the ball to Jonnu Smith, and we still ended up winning tonight. You know why? Because our defense is like that. Alex Highsmith and Nick Herbig are like that. Patrick Queen is like that. James Pierre, he comes back and we end up winning the game. I feel like that's no coincidence. James Pierre is like that. Joey Porter Jr. is like that. Jalen Ramsey, even though he got hurt tonight, is like that. TJ Watt is like that. All these players are like that. And back-to-back weeks, because mind you, we literally only did give up 10 points last week to the Cleveland Browns, you know? And I guess it wasn't 10 points. It was like, 16? But, like, the last touchdown kind of came at the end. Like, this defense has been playing out of its mind recently, and that is the same exact energy and effort, not in the second half, but, like, more so the first half. That is the same energy and effort that we need in this next game against the Texans. And if we have that, and the offense can just, you know, kind of get the plays when they matter, then we can fucking win it, man. We can win a playoff game. Like, I don't understand, like, what the whole negativity is about the Steelers, other than counting, like, some last year bullshit into our factor or whatever. Like, other than counting, like, history, I guess. But yeah, man. Everybody wanted the Ravens to win tonight, and I get it. Everybody expected the Ravens to win tonight. They had all the momentum. They had everything, and we still got the job done. That, to me, is a W on its own. And so tonight is a historic W. Tonight is a very big W. Tonight is a celebratory night. And then later we will talk about, you know, what we actually need to do to beat the Texans. What, like, we are actually like as a team. Because low-key, this offense and all those fucking screens, man, that shit is annoying as hell. Like, low-key, the the rate at what we get to third down with is astronomically higher than every other team in the league. Like we dead ass have the ball for let's say a whole minute, and like by the 45-second mark we're already in third down. Like no bullshit. And so like that is definitely going to be talked about at some point, but just not tonight. Bro, I live in Houston, and all there is Cowboys fans and Texans fans. All they do is hate on the Steelers. I'd hate too if my team suck. Exactly. Like if we can get that win off, like that would be fantastic. Because low key, the Texans do stink. Like they're not like that. You know, they've been good, I guess, but like they're not a historic franchise or anything. You know, like we should be beating the Houston Texans historically. So like we'll see. That's just so lit though, man. Much love, Gitsu. Oh boy, this Boswell jersey, like when I tell you, actually, like, because I showed you guys the videos, like when Boswell missed, I had a reaction, but like even still, I was like, all right, but the defense got this. Like we don't have no timeouts, and Boswell just missed, but like the defense got this, and we almost had him. We had him at like a third and something or fourth and something, and that's when Lamar hits like the Isaiah Likely pass. And that killed me. Like that, like you see in the video, I was on the floor. I was standing the whole time throughout that. Like, but like that pass right there killed me. And I'm just thinking, like, bro, please do not let it be on, but do not let it be on Boswell that we're about to lose right now. Because like I took the jersey off the chair. I had the Boswell jersey back on. I haven't worn this jersey for real. Like I don't think I've worn this jersey like for real since the 2017 game against the Ravens. And I pulled this out before the game. Like I was trying everything for us to win. And so the fact that it might have been on Boswell and we were about to lose, and I was like drunk, like oh my god, I was about to come on here and tell us to elect a new president. Like I was about to pull out all the stops to get the Steelers good again. But then we ended up hitting the kick. We didn't end up hitting the kick, but they ended up missing the kick. Throwing that 22 to Deuce Porter. Let me pull up the Deuce Porter in a second. Mike Wallace Reebok jersey is a crazy pull. That would have been so tough. It would have been on Boswell. Like us losing is one thing, but it being on Boswell, that would have been tough. I'm just seeing what's his name? Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco are live like on YouTube. Yeah, I'm weak Mike Wallace. They're live on YouTube, and they're low key. They're notorious Steeler haters. Like Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco, they hate the Steelers. So they're probably just gonna be talking about like Lamar being hurt in this, or they lost Kyle Hamilton in the middle of the game. But like, I don't know. Despite like all of the injuries I've seen as a Steelers fan, like happening around the times when they do, us not having DK, like to me, deflects like every injury every team has had against us. Like just because you don't have X player doesn't mean like we're not also going through injuries, because like we've seen this offense without DK Metcalf. Like we are literally missing like 90% of our offense right now, and we still won. Mike Wallace definitely did take the money to go to Miami. Rashad Mendes, I wouldn't wear that, but the Steelers are they're like trolling on Twitter right now. These Ravens fans are sick. Low key, I'd be tight if I was a Ravens fan, because like they were 1-5. Lamar was hurt. Like they were pretty much ready to pack it in, and then like they get in this position. That's actually sick. I feel like tomorrow morning before work I got to do a video. But like I just can't right now. Yeah, that was a game. Honestly, that was a game. It was like objectively, obviously I had my bias, but like objectively, I feel like that would have been a pretty entertaining game. For me, it sucked though. Like honestly, it sucked. Like I'm missing my elbow. Like it was terrible. Like we went from having the lead to like we were about to lose, and like we had it again, and then we were about to lose. Like it was tough. And like, bro, Tyler Loop, I'll be honest, that's so tough for him. But like objectively, shout out to him. But like I'm not even thinking about Tyler Loop. So like maybe he'll kind of come back. Maybe he'll get his confidence back. He probably like he's shown he could be an NFL kicker. Like hopefully he can be an NFL kicker or whatever. Like hopefully this doesn't get to him. But I'm not even thinking about that. But that did help for sure. That did help. Hopefully though, like he's not like cooked. If he is though, keep him on the Ravens. I guess I don't know. Boswell should have hit that kick. No Darnell Washington tonight either. And I feel like that was kind of a big storyline. We didn't have DK. We didn't have Darnell. Like, god damn, Ravens. Y'all suck. The AFC North sucks. Like, honestly, we're sitting here trying shit with Aaron Rodgers and Kenneth Gainwell and, like, all these random-ass players. Like, y'all couldn't get nothing together. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Like, y'all couldn't get nothing going. The Ravens couldn't get nothing going. Shador Sanders, Myles Garrett. Ladies and gentlemen, Myles Garrett has the most sacks in a season in NFL history, and the Cleveland Browns have 3 wins to show for it, ladies and gentlemen. Like that's the AFC North this year. Y'all couldn't get nothing going while we were trying to, like, sit here and figure shit out. That, to me, says more than, like, what it says about the Steelers. Like, the Ravens, they suck. The Bengals, they suck. The Browns, they suck. Like, they should have had this division won. But no, it has to be us. And once again, it's always us. It always has to be us to win this division. And if we get this game against the Houston Texans, then, I'm going to be on another world. Have a good night. I'm going to sleep good knowing that the Ravens the Ravens, they're playing no playoff games this year. The Ravens, they're literally done. The Ravens, they get to worry about their draft pick. Meanwhile, the Pittsburgh Steelers, we have something to play for. And so that's a W in itself. Have a good night. Have a good night, Chef Gutsu. Thank you for tuning out tonight. I'm probably going to do a video tomorrow morning, so we'll see. I don't know if it's going to be as animated as this one, though. Probably just, like, the boring statistics of it, I guess. I don't know. But, man, this game, this felt amazing. Amazing. Low-key, I think I'm going to get out of here, too, guys. Like I said, I wanted to kind of just get my initial reaction on here. But I am kind of tired. This was an amazing night, honestly. Like, the Steelers winning. We're going to the playoffs. The Ravens, the Browns, the Bengals, none of them are going to the playoffs. The Pittsburgh Steelers, we win the AFC North again. The AFC North is our division. We got the job done. And we have more football games to play. And so look out tomorrow for my post-game reaction. Look out the following week, I guess, for the Texans games post-game reaction. And don't let us get a playoff game, man. If we get a playoff game, I swear to God, we're going to win the Super Bowl. Anyways, thank you guys all for tuning out tonight. This has been Zaya from Zaya and the Steelers. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.